Every day, millions of people start their day with a ritual.
For years, I'd allowed these little digits to dictate my happiness on a daily basis.
Many people would have you believe that weight loss is easy, and in theory, it is. But in practice, and especially for some, it can seem like the hardest thing in the world.
Team Bootcamp is a blend of Craig and I.
If I could give people one thing, it would be resilience. The determination to do everything they say they're going to do. Grit.
I would give people freedom. Freedom from addictions. Freedom from negative thoughts. From feelings of unworthiness, of sadness. I can't bear the thought of people feeling sad. We promise people rapid weight loss, and that's what they get, but Team Bootcamp is so much more than that.
Adversity and challenges present a unique opportunity to develop a range of emotions that other means cannot create, like pride. We followed 6 people during their week at Team Bootcamp. Each of them was only concerned with what they would lose, but none of them realised just what they would gain. Let's make this as painless as we can. So what I want to do today, I really want to tie down the candidates for our Day in the Life project. Who wants to kick us off?
Sarah Wilson. I like the idea of her because she's been overweight for the last 15 years, which is pretty tough. So she's obviously struggling, and I don't like to see anyone struggle. She is really seeing the effects of being overweight now. She's got a hiatus hernia and also a heart defect. I kind of feel she's the sort of person that a lot of boot camps would run away from. They see her instantly and think, no, and that's not what we're about at all.
So I'm going to nominate Sam. I think that she will be perfect because she is 75% of our demographic. She's in her 40s. She really wants to know more about health and diet. The only thing that she's kind of lost is motivation, and I think that coming here should be perfect for us.
I'm actually nominating a couple, and it's Sherry and her husband Ben. And Sherry's actually been to boot camp before. Doesn't matter what the weather's like, what's going on outside. I'm telling you now, Sherry Smile will light this group up. I think it'll be really interesting to get the sort of dynamic of a couple. I don't know loads about Ben, but I know that he's keen to come and experience it, and I think he'll have a level of respect for Sherry when he realises what she's been through previously.
Okay, I picked one. She's already lost 5 stone. Incredible journey so far already. Sarah Johnson feels like she's plateaued a little bit. Underactive thyroid, how many times do we get that at boot camp? I think we can definitely give her the kickstart that she's looking for.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, alright, so that's the...
I've actually got a wild card that I'd like to put forward.
Okay, yeah.
There's this Lee Haswell. He's been very fit in the past, running ultra races, etc. And he's obviously let work get in the way, and that's where he's dedicated himself, and he's got kids as well. He's stressed out, and I just think that he should also be considered.
Yeah, I think it's good to bring another guy in.
Yeah, same.
Right, brilliant. I think we're good to go.
We've got 7 people coming to camp at our busiest time of the year. What happens if something goes wrong? Because things do go wrong at camp.
They do. I think the biggest thing is probably what if they get injured and have to go home.
Injured, disappearing in the middle of the night, not feeling very well. But I suppose that's camp. And then you can't have all the good without the bad. It's an absolute total reflection of what happens at camp. If everyone does their job properly, which I have total trust in the team, then everything will be fine. Right, it's down to me now. So I'm gonna send them through all the paperwork, all their confirmation, do some checks, make sure they know how to get here, and that's it.
This is the worst public health crisis for a generation.
COVID and lockdown gave us all two things. One, too much time sitting indoors, eating and getting into poor habits. And two, a short, sharp reminder that without health, we have nothing. Launched in 2013, Team Bootcamp has helped thousands of people shed pounds and boost their fitness with rapid weight loss breaks. Most people sign up for a no-compromise military-style fitness break to give themselves that kickstart, a boost needed to break them free from a rut. So I know it sounds a bit 80s cliche, but we call them campers, and the reason for that is that we try and make like a community, and it does have a bit of a community feel here at Bootcamp. Some people forge friendships like no other. Nothing breaks down barriers sometimes more than burpees and press-ups and that in the mud. Okay, welcome to Team Bootcamp. What we're going to go through here is your welcome brief. So we're going to give you all the information. The week starts with a welcome brief aimed at setting the expectations for each visitor and laying down the house rules designed to ensure every camper get the very best results and have a great experience. Once complete, campers are encouraged to get an early night, ready for the first challenging Bootcamp day. We wake people in first thing in the morning because it's a lot more transparent. Lots of other boot camps, they'll wait until people arrive and then weigh them in then. Now they've already put a couple of pounds or whatever in there, you know, last minute pre-boot camp binge or whatever, so weigh them in first thing just gives us a much more transparent result.
I've got some blisters on my feet, but they're nearly healed.
That's absolutely wet, I don't need to know about that. Are you allergic to anything?
Many of the campers are nervous and anxious at this point. For some, this will be the first time they have stepped on the scales in front of a stranger. But there is no time for worrying. With weigh-in and measurements complete, along with a quick check through medical history, the campers muster outside for their first taste of bootcamp training. Leading training this week is Team Bootcamp's longest serving coach, Ash Evans.
From the legs. This session is the first thing that they will have done when they arrive at Bootcamp. It's called the fitness assessment, so it's not a fitness test or anything to get freaked out about. It's just us looking at how people are moving, take them through some fundamental movements and things that are likely to get thrown at them at Bootcamp. And then at this point we can offer them regressions. So if they can't do like a full burpee, for example, we explain how they can regress that to get the most out of the week. We also use this opportunity to do an icebreaker where we all get together and everyone just tells us a little bit about themselves, where they're from, etc., and any interesting facts and hobbies. Just a nice little way for everyone to get to know each other. They look like a really strong group. They all look a little bit startled this morning, but now they're smiling and they're doing their best and they're cutting around really well.
As the group makes their way back to the house, lead trainer Ash gives his first impressions of our campers.
Lee, I know he's done some ultra endurance events in the past. I know he's not in the shape that he used to be, and sometimes people like that can struggle because in their head they're really motivated and they push really hard, but sometimes their body is not where they want it to be, so they can get a little bit frustrated. Sam, fit, strong, she moves well. So now, I think she's going to do really well this week. Sarah, she seems like a really disciplined lady and really up for it. She's got a big reason and why to be here. Again, she moves well. She's willing to apply herself and smash the week, so I'm excited for her. I think she's going to do really well. Sarah, she's excited again, a little bit nervous this morning. There's a little bit going on with the shoulder, for example, so she's a little bit conscious about that. But again, I think she's going to do really well. Cherry's actually been here before. It's the first time for her husband. They've obviously flown a long way, especially at the moment. It's a little bit sketchy flying around, so they're super committed to being here. And obviously being a couple, it's interesting with the dynamic. It'll be interesting to see whether they have any tension amongst themselves. You know, I'm sure there'll be some tears from one of them, or maybe both of them. We'll see.
TEAM is an acronym and it stands for Think, Eat and Move. And during their bootcamp break, the campers are encouraged to think, eat and move differently. Many sign up to TEAM to kickstart something new. The nutrition plan will be unlike any weight loss diet they have encountered before. We decided we was going to break away from the traditional counting calorie type way of creating a weight loss diet, and decided that we would work more with the body's hormones in order to generate weight loss through that. And the benefits of that is that we can have some real tasty food in there. Instead of everything just being a mathematical equation, we can keep nice tasty food in there that keeps us feeling full and that will fuel the exercise. After a little time to let their breakfast settle, the bootcamp regime steps up a notch with their first real military-style training session, known at TEAM as Green PT, military slang for physical training.
Feet, you will not just stand still, give them the instructions. Happy with that?
Yellow, white, yellow,
White. Keep your abs nice and embraced. You're going to mobilise. 10, 9, 8, 7. So no walking, let's move.
After some fun and games and warm-up drills, campers move to the paddock.
For you guys, if anyone runs on the inside.
First session is 90 minutes of functional training using logs, kegs, kettlebells, tyres and bodyweight exercises. It is double the duration of most gym classes and a short, sharp shock to all our campers. So first thing on Saturday morning is probably the time when the campers have the most energy. Because of that, we like to front load the day and have the longest, hardest training session right then. We use large compound exercises that work the big movers in the body and burn the most calories.
Good running, like it, well done Maya. All the way to your station, fast walk to your station. Peter Pan, you're on fire today.
Okay, so right now campers have completed their second session of the day, so already they've done as much as most people do within 2 or 3 days in their normal life. Now whilst they're here, their life will revolve around this board. Every day the trainer will put up exactly what's going to happen for the following day. Bootcamps have a fearsome reputation for being tough and uncompromising, but at Team Bootcamp the programme is designed to make it much more sustainable.
Oh my god.
It's the very important snack time now. Snacks are so important to give them that little bit of extra energy to get them through the day. I've quite literally seen 2 campers fighting over snacks. That's how important they are to them.
Bootcamp is not just about the training and food. The whole programme is designed with two things in mind. Campers not only getting excellent results, but also having a great experience.
My job is to look after campers. It can be quite tough out there, and my job is for when they get inside to make the home comfortable, homely and relaxed. So when they get in, they feel de-stressed from obviously everything that they've just been doing outside on the lovely paddock.
It is tough. You know, you are out of your comfort zone. It's really important that you've got somebody in the house when you're coming from training who can support you and look after you. And I think our client care in that respect is one of the things that sets us apart within this industry.
The boot campers line up for their next session. They're excited. They're heading back to the indoor facility.
Light me up, don't you stop, 'cause tonight it's on the line. Show me how you get on down, close my eyes, take me for a ride. Got to be you. So come and light me up. I still need your fire, baby. I still want you by my side. Light me up, let me touch the flame now, baby. I'm your phoenix tonight. Come on and rise. Come on and rise. Come on and rise. Light me up, can't get enough. Take your time, just do it right. We will rise to the skies, 'cause we ain't done till we hit the sun.
Give yourselves back. Georgia smashed it as well. She's brought you snap down. Well done, Georgia.
Drained after 4 grueling training sessions this morning, the trainers call on something different to get the last few drops of energy from them in the afternoon. Fun and a competitive spirit. An afternoon snack boosts the blood sugar and staves off hunger until dinner later this evening. The campers know that the first hard training day is drawing to a close. Many are shocked at the intensity and the sheer volume of what the programme has demanded of them. For some, the biggest shock is just how well they are hanging in there. The day's final session is a 30-minute cool down and stretch. The aim is to aid recovery and help them relax. And in the summer, campers can enjoy a dip in the outdoor pool. Tomorrow's a much later start, and they don't do anything before breakfast. We want to encourage them to rest and to sleep as much as possible. We don't call it resting, we call it healing, and because that's what the body's doing. They'll have breakfast, and then what follows is a nutritional training theory, brief presentation. We'll have a little bit of a clinic, make sure everybody's okay, and then they'll head out for a 3-hour hike before lunch. The hard training day, active recovery day split at Team Bootcamp is unique in the bootcamp industry, and it makes the intense training programme much more sustainable. The active recovery days are designed to give the body a little bit of rest and respite, just to take the intensity and the impact off the body, to allow them to rest and recover, ready for the next hard training day. Surprisingly, many campers stay with Team for more than a traditional week. For example, Priya spent over 6 months at Team Bootcamp and now manages their Conquer Food programme, a 12-week food addiction and non-surgical alternative for extreme weight loss.
So today, everybody's probably feeling tired, sore, and they're probably aching, and it's probably a bit of a shock to their system. So I remember the hike after the really, really hard day on Saturday, and people think that, you know, we have to have intensity every day, but actually having that low impact day, it's not as intense and it's really, really needed. It is very much needed.
Sunday afternoon is filled with a low-level, low-intensity training session. The aim is to get the blood flowing and to help flush through some of the toxins created through intense exercise. It's followed by a relaxation or motivation session. Today, Ash has chosen to deliver group hypnosis. Once complete, the campers have the rest of the evening to rest, relax and recover. Although the sessions and exercises vary throughout the week, the hard training days follow the same format of our 4 challenging sessions, starting with a fasted session as dawn breaks. Although visibly tired and aching, our campers make it through Green PT and their first functional training circuit without a hitch. Many campers start to feel the effects of limited food, torrential rain, a change of diet and the sheer volume and intensity of the training.
Not too bad, was it? Couple of lengths? Couple of lengths of the wishbone?
Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad, it's just the rain.
Yeah. She's top.
It's Monday today, which is a hard training day. It's the 3rd day at camp, and it can be a really tough day. I think all the excitement of being at camp over the weekend's gone. Their DOMs, the soreness you get when you've been training, is at its worst. It's really heightened. So people are out doing 4 sessions in the morning. Day 3, struggling with sugar crashes and hurting. They're really, really hurting. So Monday can be a really tough day.
You know what I mean? We've got some strong and some.
Both trainers are relentless in their pursuit of great results for each individual. Despite heavy rain, they maintain the pace and pressure throughout the morning and prepare for one big final push where there is nowhere to hide and where the weather is no longer a factor. Back at the facility. And how's the rain affected training this morning?
It was actually really good. I think they got a lot out of it in the fact that we always say bootcamp adversity reveals character, and they were just laughing and they really embraced it. You find with the team challenges like this, they really work for one another and it just seems to bring out the best in them, and I'm sure they're going to enjoy it.
Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and start.
Okay, I've already seen a bit. So we've just got word that Sarah's had a bit of a crash. She's in a bit of a bad way, but it seems like she's going to pull through. And Lee's also feeling quite nauseous, both of which is really common actually when people have come to camp and they're really pushing themselves. Obviously, it's down to the trainers now to keep them moving and to keep training hard and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, the support team are going to get round them and make sure they're all right. So, yeah, touch and go. But hopefully, we'll keep them in the game.
I have a genetic heart defect. To come here, I had to speak to a consultant to confirm it was okay, and he said to wear a watch, and if it gave me a warning to stop, and it was the first time I'd ever seen the warning, and it scared me a little bit. I spoke to Georgia and Jade, and they were lovely. They let me cry, and then I sat and spoke to Ash, and he said, just do what you can, and it didn't go off for the rest of the time, and I don't think it will do. Obviously, I knew my limit, and I knew that I'd pushed it a little bit too far. It was scary, but I need to do this. The only way my heart is gonna continue to see me through for my life is by doing this.
Today's been tough. I've been feeling quite nauseous today, and I think that's just because I'm just not used to doing this amount of activity in one day. I just want to get the most out of this experience. If I don't give it everything that I can, I'm cheating myself. So that's what I'm telling myself. Am I giving 100% of what I can do? And if I'm not, then I'll feel quite annoyed with myself.
By now, the group have formed a solid bond. Unbelievably, the DOMS has worn off a little, and they are looking forward to Challenge Day.
It's the end of the day. Everyone is going to bed. It's 9:32, so I think for me it was the toughest day of them all. I feel like I'm ready to go to sleep and start fresh tomorrow for Challenge Day. I'm a little bit nervous about it, but also excited. So sad it's the last day, but I'm also, I think I'm proud of myself that I got so far. See you tomorrow.
Thursday is the final push before campers weigh out. Tomorrow, they will get their results and find out just how well they've done. Finally, with lunch out of the way and training complete, the trainers present the campers with their certificates. Each trainer also has the responsibility of selecting a boot camper of the week, a unique certificate presented to campers who have excelled and caught the trainer's eye, displayed unselfishness, or that they feel deserved special recognition. The manor is alive with excited boot campers. They have completed more than 40 hours of activities and exercise, scorched more than 5,000 calories every day, braved torrential rain, early mornings, intense sugar cravings, and all in the presence of strangers. The trainers never let up, and when each camper reached the point where they believed they could go no further, they demanded more.
But obviously you would not have got through your week without your two wonderful trainers.
For our campers, it's the last time the sun sets over the manor. All that remains now is to weigh out and receive their results.
I taken from you a lot of motivation. Before, if it was something I thought I can do, I just didn't do it.
If I have an injury, I can do other stuff.
I've accomplished a lot more than losing weight. I wasn't sure whether I can do this. I think everybody's got demons. I think this is a great environment to beat some of those demons because it's so much more than just fitness.
There's so many people that have been inspirational, like Anne-Marie, for example, who just like smashes everything she does. And there's been like people that aren't as fit as she is, but they've just got so much strength and so much courage, and they just carry on. When you first arrive, you just think, will I ever be able to do this? And then as the week goes by, you realise you're managing it. When you realise you're getting stronger and you're getting more confident. I'm not that bothered about how much I've lost. It was more about getting my motivation back and just kind of finding my love for exercise again.
Bootcamp was my hardest challenge. It's been hard and there's been emotional roller coasters, but it's been the best challenge ever. I'm not worried. If it's a small amount, it's a small amount. What I've took from here is better, is 10 times better. I feel great. I've not felt this great in years.
Just get in there and pick a strip.
Fundamentally, the weight loss world is a results-driven industry. Without great results, Team Bootcamp simply couldn't exist. But as much as the campers' weight rapidly dropped this week, other traits have dramatically increased. They arrived feeling low in energy and self-worth, and now leave with pride, self-confidence, resilience, and renewed energy. Many arrived feeling anxious about fitting in with a group of strangers, and have now forged new friendships. What they once feared, they now embrace. Most people come to bootcamp to kickstart weight loss and new habits. The Team Bootcamp training regime of hard training interspersed with recovery periods, coupled with an intelligent nutrition plan designed to eradicate sugar cravings and reset taste buds, has given them the kickstart they wanted. Previously deflated and caught in a rut, the campers are now invigorated after a week of fun and challenge. Finally, especially those that have battled weight or hated exercise their whole life. The biggest fear campers have when they arrive is whether the programme will work for them.
Unbelievable how people weigh out on a Friday morning and forget all the negatives that they've been through during the week.
So did the Team Bootcamp programme work for our campers? Let's find out. Here's our campers with their results after a 1-week residential weight loss retreat at Team Bootcamp.
£6, really pleased, mainly with how many centimetres I've lost in various places, so it's been brilliant. Really impressed.
For me, it's the body shape that's changed more than the weight loss. I've still lost 3.5, nearly 4 pounds, but I've lost 12 centimetres off my waist.
I'm speechless. Like before, my father says, "Oh, so you're gonna lose like 5 kgs?" And I say, "In a week, I wish." And I got it.
I was so nervous about this weight out this morning, and I can't believe I dropped 4.5 kilos, which is 10 pounds. Yeah, now I'm happy, I'm relaxed.
So I've lost 9 pounds and I've lost quite a few inches off my hips, and I'm really, really happy. I'm quite surprised as well.
Yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon. I thought I maybe would have lost 3 or 4 pounds. Typically have in the past found it really hard to shift weight. To lose 8.5, I'm absolutely over the moon. It wasn't my main objective, to be honest with you. There was other things that I wanted to achieve, which I feel I have as well, but weight loss is a massive bonus.